Welcome to Animalistic, an animal infotainment channel.
Squirrels are impressive. They can leap 10 times their body length. They can turn their ankles 180 degrees to face any direction when climbing. They have good eyesight, and they can learn from copying other animals, even humans. Whether you think they're a nuisance or an adorable addition to our cities, there are a whole bunch of reasons to find them fascinating. Here are 6 unique nutty facts about squirrels. 1. Police once took a squirrel into custody. In 2018, emergency services in Germany received a call. A man in Karlsruhe said he needed help because a baby squirrel was chasing him with great interest down the street. He was not kidding. The police arrived and found the caller still unable to shake off the rodent's hot pursuit. The exhausted squirrel suddenly curled up and went to sleep. The panicked man went unnamed for obvious reasons, but the officers decided to call the snoozing baby, Carl Friedrich. After they rescued the victim, the squirrel was taken into custody to become a police mascot before being taken to an animal rescue center. The baby squirrel was not psychotic or a little on the weird side. A police spokeswoman explained that when they become separated from their mothers, young squirrels could become fixated on a person as a substitute parent. In fact, when the cops took Carl Friedrich to the shelter, the center had already received 2 other baby squirrels on the same day, and they also tried to adopt unwilling human parents. 2. Squirrel spies. It's not unheard of to use animals in warfare, so when Iran found 14 squirrels near their border with espionage equipment, they did the sensible thing and arrested them. The incident was reported by the country's official news agency and confirmed by the country's chief of police, though he said he didn't have any details. Everyone took the opportunity to make a "this is nuts" joke, including the UK's Foreign Office. 3. Bubonic plague. You probably know that bubonic plague is spread by rats, or rather by the fleas that live on them. Rats are usually associated with disease, yet plague-infected fleas are quite happy to live on other rodents as well. One of the most troublesome in the modern world is the squirrel. There were 56 cases of plague recorded in the U.S. between 2000 and 2009, and squirrels were among the main offenders. One notable case in 2012 was 7-year-old Sierra Jane Downing. She placed her sweater down next to a dead squirrel while on holiday and fell ill a few days later. While the bubonic plague has killed tens of millions of people throughout history, it's treatable with antibiotics, and Sierra made a full recovery. In 2013, authorities shut down camping in Los Angeles National Forest when an infected squirrel was found living there. In the same year, a 15-year-old boy from Kyrgyzstan died when he caught the disease from a mountain squirrel, and 100 people had to be quarantined. 4. Squirrels and rattlesnakes. The squirrels of California have spent the last 10 million years in an arms race with rattlesnakes, and they've come up with a couple clever ways to fend off the predators. They have fantastic reflexes, and can react quickly enough to dodge a snake during the fraction of a second that it takes for the reptile to lunge. The snakes need to be sure they're attacking their potential meal with the utmost surprise, or it's not worth the energy to leap out. Rattlesnakes sense their prey using infrared. If the squirrels notice the snakes first, or enter an area where an ambush is likely, the rodent raises its tail and floods it with blood. This causes the tail to become warm, which stands out like a beacon to the snakes. While this may sound like literally the worst possible maneuver, the snakes recognize the gesture as "I know you're there, so you're not going to surprise me, and so don't even bother to attack." The same squirrels have also come up with a way to deter predators that track using scent. They find a dead rattlesnake, chew its skin, and then lick themselves. This leaves the squirrels smelling like snakes, and scientists believe this tricks animals into thinking that the squirrel's burrows are actually home to a few feet of coiled, venomous danger, rather than a tasty mammalian snack. 5. Nutty Narrows Bridge. In 1963, the city of Longview, Washington, had a problem. Squirrels were being killed trying to cross a busy highway. A kind-hearted local offered to build a bridge for free, and it was named Nutty Narrows by a local counselor. The 18-meter, 60 feet, long bridge was put in place above the road, and essentially turned the town into the squirrel lovers' capital of America. The city now holds an annual Squirrel Fest. The bridge has a live webcam feed. When the bridge was taken down to be cleaned, the locals held a ceremony to mark its return. Another 3 bridges have been installed, and more are likely to go up in the future.
6.
Squirrel mysteries. Squirrels have been at the heart of a few mysteries the last couple of years. In one incident, they were discovered to be behind a spate of soap thefts on a street in England. Residents had been baffled by their toiletries disappearing, until a squirrel was caught running out a bathroom window with a bar of soap. Nobody is sure exactly what the squirrels are doing with their loot, because they usually make a clean getaway. When someone on Reddit posted a picture of what looked like a black demon monkey crawling along a fence, the community spent a while trying to figure out which abyssal dimension it came from. The picture at the center of the mystery had been taken from behind, but when a photograph of the creature's face was found, it was very obviously a hairless squirrel. In 2012, another photograph of an odd-looking squirrel caused a stir online. This one was very obviously a squirrel, but it was distinctly purple. The animal was captured by a family in Pennsylvania, who took several pictures of it in a cage. It's uncertain quite how the critter ended up looking like a plum. It might have eaten something, or got itself covered in something that stains. Whatever the reason, it's not the only time it's happened. A purple squirrel became a local celebrity at a school in the south of England in 2008. Maybe it stole the wrong type of soap.